stream tonight. Tonight's class promises to be an interesting one. So it's going to be a continuation of the course MTH 105, and we are going to be dissecting. All right, from where we stopped yesterday, we're going to be dissecting arithmetic progression. We're going to be doing something a little bit tonight. All right, unlike yesterday where we have A, all right, which is the first term, and D, which is the difference specified. But in this tutorial today, we're not going to specify any of those. We're going to look for the A and the D, but the end term will be specified. All right, so let's pay attention. All right, let's pay attention to. All right, with this being said, let's hop straight into it. Okay, so we have MTH 105. MTH 105, and this is the formula we're working with today. So, Mr. Alfred, so sorry. We were 5 minutes late, so I'm going to extend the class 5 minutes. All right, by 5 minutes. I'm going to extend class by 5 minutes since we were 5 minutes late. Okay. Now let's So this is a formula we're working with as we're looking for. Apply this formula when our A is between. Now we have nth seventh term equals 15. Find the fourth term and the difference, and D on the difference. All right, to go about this, what do we do? Now, let's first solve for C7 for 7th term. All right, so we have T7 equals A is unknown plus open bracket our N is 7 minus 1, the D is unknown. All right, so we have, are we good to go? Are we on the same page? Okay. Are we on the same page? Mr. Alfred, are you there? Mr. Alfred, are you there? Are we good to go? Now let's do for C4. All right, so we have A plus. Mr. Alfred, are you there? All right, if you're on the stream and are yet to introduce yourself, let's do all to do the needful. All right, the network from my side is pretty bad. Okay. Quite unfortunate. The network these few days has been terrible. It says network is bad, can't hear you, it's breaking. What about now? Can you hear me now? Can we hear me now? Quit the class just because the network is bad. All right, can we all hear me and can we all see the board clearly now? Let me switch off the slide. Can we all hear me and see the board clearly? As if you got my face cap, that's why network is doing like this today. Should I remove my face cap? Can we all see me and hear me clearly? Mr. Alfred, are you there? Can't even see my comments. I can't even see the chats. Okay, Mr. Clearly, can we all hear me? I need us to respond so I can be sure and we can move on. Okay, maybe I'll just assume that we are good to go. Okay, I'll just assume we are good to go, and let's just proceed. Okay, so from where we stopped, all right, we have so we have equation 1. Let me write it out now. Okay, Miss Omo Toyosi said it's okay now. Mr. Alfred said network. Wow, this is serious. Bad network. Okay, so we have equation 2 as a plus okay. I mean, this is 2 days now. We've been having series of issues with network because Spirit is very, and I've switched from Airtel. This is MTN now. Switched from Airtel to MTN. No longer using my MiFi. Still having the same issues. I was thinking maybe it's a thing with Airtel. Alright, can we all hear and see me now? Okay, now we've been able to craft out our equation 1 and equation 2. Alright, so what do we do next to move forward? It's simple now. Simplify. It's just also okay. Really apologize for all this stress. I'm really saddened. I'm really saddened because if the network is not stable, communication is hampered. All right, there'll be issues with communication, and this is a classroom. All right, to flow with the students, to carry the students along, but it's quite unfortunate what the situation is right now. So let's just, all right, we can always come back to the class. We can always rewatch the video, and for as many of us who had issues comprehending while watching the video, please, in the link of this video, you will find the link to the website www.tutorial.com. From there, you will get my WhatsApp contact directly on the website. All right, so I'm going to just continue solving, and I hope you get. I'll try to be to make it as comprehensible as to make it comprehensive enough, to make it as understandable as it can be. And if you have issues comprehending, let's just do well to reach out to me on www.tutorial.com, and I will sure love to hop on a Telegram class with you. All right, just to ensure everything is well understood. So sorry about the network issue. All right, I don't know. It's been 2 days now. I've been having issues with network. I thought it was maybe the MiFi Airtel. I just had to switch to MTN, and it's still the same thing. All right, so let me just continue. So now we've been able to craft out from the question. All right, we've been able to craft out equation 1 and equation 2. All right, so how do we go about this? Now we have positive A. All right. Okay, it's in the link. All right, it's in the link to this tutorial. All right, there's a description under this tutorial. in that description you find the link to. Okay, so just gonna proceed now. This is positive A, positive A, positive A, positive 6, positive B, and we have 15 and we have 9. So we just have to look for a way to eliminate one of the unknown, right? Just have to look for a way to eliminate one of the unknown. And okay, from what we have here, the only available unknown we have here is, okay, all right, so let's proceed. From what we have here, we have minus 1. If we had minus 1 to this, then this becomes A plus 6D equals 15. So if this becomes negative, and this becomes negative, and this becomes negative. So what we have now, so this cancels this. This is negative A and positive A cancels each other. So we have nothing left here. So when we remove this, when we remove 3D from 6D, we are left with 3D. Alright, and when we have, alright, now when we remove minus 9 from this, that should give us, if I'm not mistaken, that should give us 9 from 10 should give us 1, and we have 5, and that should give us 6. Alright, so what we have left is no longer this, alright, but this. Alright, so this is what we have left. Alright, and we divide both sides by 3. Alright, so we have 3D over 3 equals 6 over 3. Alright, we have that cancel that. We have this cancel this. This gives us 2. Then our D equals 2. Yes, so sorry about that, Mr. Alfred. Said network has been bad. Yes, I understand very well. The network has been bad. And that's why I said, for as many of us, maybe we'll have a Telegram class on the course this weekend because of all this network issue. Alright? But I just believe, I hope we can, alright, understand from what I have here. Okay, Mr. Alfred said it is better now. Oh, fine. So let me just quickly use the opportunity to take this again for those of us that were unable to comprehend while the network was really misbehaving. So this is the question. All right. Yesterday we used a formula like this. Yesterday, 1 plus n minus 1. All right. Then d. All right. This formula is applicable when you have, yesterday we said our A is the first term, all right, and we said D is the difference, all right. So you get to use this formula when you are giving your first term and all right. So what if we have a situation where you are not giving your first term? This is the formula applicable to such situation. Now, so we say, okay, let's solve a question on that. Now we have okay, Mr. Alfred said he's not getting anything from the class. Can I repeat? Okay, we'll do just that. Okay, so Mr. Alfred, I believe you can hear me. All right. So let me let me erase that. Let's take this all over again. All right, let's take it all over again from the beginning. Don't of this video of big disadvantage. Big disadvantage. So something else. Okay, so we are taking arithmetic progression. All right, taking arithmetic progression. You can call it arithmetic sequence, any which way. All right, now yesterday we used a formula like this. This formula is only obtainable if A is given and D is given. Then we can use something like this, whereby A1 equals first 10 and all right, whereby A equals first term and D equals difference. All right, now is applicable when A is unknown and when D is unknown. Then this formula is applicable. All right, it's still the same AP but different method, different question. All right, implies different methods or different formulas. Now, using this formula, let's take an example. Using this formula, let's take an example. I have about 4 to 5 questions that I wanted us to solve using this formula. But with the way this network has been so frustrating, I'm afraid we can't do much. We're going to take just this one, and hopefully tomorrow we'll take other examples. Because we're having another class, MTH 106, by in few minutes. All right. So now we have if seventh term equals 15, all right, and fourth term equals 9. All right, and fourth term equals 9. All right, find A and D. So we say solution. This is our formula. Let's not forget that. So we have formula says Tn, all right, equals A is unknown, all right, find A, find D. So we don't know what A is, all right. Now let me not interpret this. Let me not reinterpret that. Now we are doing this first, then we'll do this next, all right. Or either ways, anyhow you want to do it. But I'm just following the question. Either ways. Now, since we are looking for the seventh term, which is n, Tn. So this one will be T7 instead of Tn, since we're already giving our n. 7 terms simply talking about the nth term. Alright, so we have Tn, then we substitute for T7, since this is what we're looking for. So we have into brackets, this is plus, since our n is already 7, so just put minus 7, 7 minus 1, n 7, 1. Mr. Alfred, are you with us? Are we still together? Then we have 1. Don't forget, we don't know what D is. Alright, so we have A plus 6. Alright, D. Okay, so we have A plus, if you use expand this bracket, we have 6 multiplied by D gives us 6D equals, let's bring this 15. Alright, so name this one equation 1. Now let's do the same thing for T4. Alright, we have A plus into bracket 4 minus 1, then we have D. Mr. Alfred, are we on the same page? Are we on the same page, everyone? Because I can only see Mr. Alfred, Miss Omotoyosi, Solowale is no longer active. Mr. Manga, are you all still there? Mr. Mustang. Okay, so now let's do the same thing for T4. So we have for T4 now, we have A plus 3 bracket D, then we have A plus 3D equals 9. Then we have equation 2. Awesome. Thank you for that, Miss. Thank you for that reassuring word by Miss Omotoyosi. So Omotoyosi, I think I'm seeing this your face for the very first time. Are you a member of the class? Are you aware that there's a lot going down in the class? For you to know more, you can use the link in the description of the video, whereby we have our keynotes and practice questions all on the website. Alright, so now from here now we can say equation 1, we have A plus 6D, alright, equals 15 as equation 1, and we have A plus 3D equals, we have to think of is how we can eliminate something of this equation. Alright, the good thing is that we already have A and A here. Alright, so what thing applicable in a situation like this is very easy. Alright, just put minus 1. Alright, minus, okay. Now, how do we apply this? Now we have minus here. Okay, we have minus here. Now we have this. We're going to use this minus 1 to multiply this whole thing. Alright, 1 multiplied by A gives us minus A. Alright, this minus this negative sign multiplied by the positive sign here, alright, cancels it and makes it negative. Alright, when you multiply this 1 minus 1 by this 3D, gives you negative D. Alright, then we have this minus 1 multiplied by 9 gives you negative 9. Alright, so negative A plus A cancels each other, so you have nothing to do with that anymore. Alright, now let's bring this down. A plus 6D equals 15. Alright, now when I begin to, this is not even necessary. It's not even necessary. Let's just do it straight ahead. Now, since all these ones has changed, alright, so from here now, this rules this out. Okay, now we have 3D. Alright, here we should be having 11. All right, that should be 6. Do we understand how we arrived here? Do we understand how we arrived here? Do we understand how we arrived here? Mr. Alfred, are you there? Miss Omotoyosi. Miss Omotoyosi said, have I forgotten? I said the same thing yesterday. Okay, I have Miss Omotoyosi, Mr. Alfred. Do we all know how we got here? Alright, we only added we multiply -1 with all this, then we subtracted it from equation 1. So from here now we can say divide both sides by 3. Also, we have 3d equals 6/3. We have cancelled this, so we have d, and we have 2, then we have 1. So now d is equals to 2. Okay, so now let's keep it somewhere. D equals 2. So the next thing we are solving for now is A. Alright. Now, since D is already 2, alright, let's solve for A. Let's solve for A, alright, in equation 1. Alright, equation 1 says A plus 6D equals 15. Alright, equation 1. Miss Ayomide, I guess you are just joining because I have not seen your name. Miss Joy, I guess you are just joining too. Miss Joy and Miss Ayomide, I guess you are just joining. You know, if you had been in the class earlier before now, I believe you'll not be saying that. But that's not a problem. You can as well still come back to the video, alright, and catch up with the whole thing. Or you use the link in the description of this video, www.tutorial.com, and reach out to me personally. You can as well join the private class and you can get more out of this. Alright? So we have, now let's proceed. Okay? Now let's solve for A in equation 1. What we're going to do is that anywhere we see D, we're going to substitute with 2. Now A plus 6 into bracket 2 equals 15. Alright, so we have A plus, this is 6 multiplied by 2 should give us 12 equals 15. Alright, now if A now equals 15 minus 12, then A should be 3. Alright, so now our A is 3. Are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? Alright, what we did here was actually straightforward. Just 4 minutes left. Alright, straightforward. We extracted equation 1, which is this. Since we already solved for y, and we said y is 2, alright, anywhere we find y, d, since I said y, d, anywhere we find d, substitute with 2, alright, and we have a plus, we expanded, we had 12, and we switch side, alright, let me just ignore that here, switch sides, then we have A equals 15 minus 12. Now A equals 3. Alright, now let's prove whether we got the right thing. All right, so now we have A is 3, which is the first term. A is the first term, so we have 3, and the difference is 2. So now, if A is the first term, so what should be next year? All right, what should be next year should be 5. All right, this should be 7. All right, and preceding should be 9. All right, and this should be 11. Now let's confirm. This is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. All right, now I said if the 7th, okay, now let's get it to 7. All right, this should be 13. All right, A6. All right, 13, 15, 17, A 7, and A 8. All right, just to confirm our calculation, they say here if the 7th term is 15. Now let's check. Is our 7th term 15? Correct. And our 4th term 9? Correct. Alright, that means our calculation is absolute. Alright, so on this note, call it a wrap for tonight. And tomorrow, I'll come up with 2 different questions, something like this, and we'll solve it together. I'll call it a wrap on arithmetic progression, and we can move to geometric progression. Alright, I apologize for the issue with network interruption. Alright, so tomorrow's class, as soon as we are done with tomorrow's class, I'll give us an assignment and we can call it a wrap on arithmetic progression. Alright, so thank you very much, everyone. Let's do well to back to this class. Let's do well to dissect it properly enough. And for as many of us who are new to this channel, alright, this is just a fragment of what we do. Alright, we have a private classroom. Alright, it's paid, it's not actually free. I have a private classroom whereby you get exam keynotes and prepare you, set you up for your exam. Alright, some of my the thing we do is that we have a one-on-one Telegram class and questions and practice questions for everybody. Alright, but the exam keynote, which are exam essential, are available for all the courses, also on the website. Alright, and they are not actually free, but that's one of the advantages of being a member of the class. Get those for free. But if you're not a member of the class and you don't get the keynote, you still get them on the website as well. So thank you very much, everyone. Big thank you to my big shout out to Miss Fred, Miss Joy, and Miss Ayomide, Miss Omotoyosi. Let's keep up with the good work. Exams are fast approaching. Let's keep up with the studying, and that is what can help us scale in this. All right, in this journey. All right, discipline is the keyword. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's have a wonderful night rest.